All right, welcome. Today we are tackling those kind of tricky German words. The ones we use when we don't want to be super specific. We're talking about indefinite pronouns. We're going to totally demystify how to talk about people and things in a more general way. So, yeah, let's just dive right in. Have you ever wondered how to say something like, one does this, or someone told me in German without sounding like you're reading straight from a textbook? Well, if you've ever struggled with that, you are definitely in the right place. These pronouns are the key to sounding way more natural, and we're going to break it all down. So here's our game plan. First up, the general you, or man. Then we'll talk about someone versus no one. After that, something, nothing, everything. We'll look at some common pronoun traps to avoid, and then it's your turn for a quick practice. Okay, let's kick things off with our first section, the general you, using man. This is your first and probably most important tool for talking about people in general. So, what exactly is Mann? Well, it means one or a general you, or even a general they or people. It's what you use when you're talking about an unspecified person or just people in general. Think about how we say in English, you got to be careful. We're not talking about you specifically, but people in general. That's Mann. Now, here's the deal with Mann. There are two golden rules you got to remember. Seriously, get these down and you've basically mastered it. Rule 1. You always use a third-person singular verb with it, the same one you'd use for er, sie, es, so it's going to end in t. Rule 2. Mann only exists in the nominative case. That just means it's always the subject of the sentence. Always. Okay, check out this example. Hier darf man nicht rauchen. That means one may not smoke here, or you may not smoke here. See that verb, darf? That perfectly shows our first rule. It's the third-person singular form, just like you'd say darf. Simple, right? Now, this is a super important point, maybe the most common mix-up. Look closely. Mann, with a lowercase m, means one or people in general. But der Mann, with a capital M, that means the man, a specific person. One little capital letter changes the whole meaning, so definitely watch out for that. All right, section 2, someone versus no one. We're leveling up now with jemand and niemand. So here's the new challenge. These pronouns, they change. Unlike man, which is always just man, these guys are going to get different endings. And this is what that looks like. This little table is your best friend here. In the nominative case, it's just jemand and niemand, but in the accusative, you add an N, so jemanden and niemanden. And for the dative, it's an M, jemandem and niemandem. Don't worry, we'll see exactly how this works. Let's look at an example. Hast du jemanden gesehen? Did you see someone or anyone? So in this sentence, you, du, are the one doing the seeing. You're the subject. So who is being seen? Someone. And that's why it's in the accusative case, because someone is the direct object here. See that N ending? That's the accusative telling us its role in the sentence. Okay, how about this one? Ich spreche mit niemandem. I am not speaking with anyone. Notice that little word mit? It means with, and certain prepositions in German are kind of like bosses. They make the rules. And that's exactly what's happening. This is the dative case, and it's used here because of the preposition mit. Mit is a dative preposition, so whatever comes after it has to be in the dative case. No exceptions. Okay, let's move on to section 3, something, nothing, everything. I call these the easy pronouns, and you're about to see why. And here is the good news. These ones never, ever change. You can just take a deep breath, no case endings to worry about here. So here's your toolkit for talking about things. You've got etwas for something or anything, you've got nichts for nothing or not anything, and you've got alles for everything or all. And the key rule? They are indeclinable. Their form is always the same, always. So for example, ich habe nichts gehört. This means I heard nothing, or I didn't hear anything. The really important thing to notice here is that nichts is already negative. You don't need another nicht in there. Okay, section 4, common pronoun traps.
Let's look at how to avoid the most frequent mistakes. If you know what to watch out for, you're way less likely to make these errors yourself.
So here's the double negative trap. This is a big one. It's wrong to say ich habe nichts gehört, because nichts already means nothing. It's a negative word. So the right way is just ich habe nichts gehört. No double negatives in German.
And then there's the declension trap. It's so easy to forget those endings. So it's wrong to say ich sehe jemand. Why? Because you're the one seeing, so someone is the direct object. You need that accusative ending. The correct way is ich sehe jemanden. It just sounds so much better.
And now for Section 5, your turn. It's time for a quick practice. Let's put your new knowledge to the test. Okay, ready? Fill in the blank. In Deutschland ist blank viel Brot. So, in Germany, one or people eat a lot of bread. What do you think goes there?
The answer is man. You're talking about people in general. And the verb ist is that third-person singular form. Perfect.
All right, let's try one more. Fill in the blank. Ich suche blank. I'm looking for someone. Remember, someone is the direct object here. And the answer is jemanden. You need the accusative case because someone is the direct object of that verb, suchen. Awesome job if you got that right. So there you have it. Now you can speak vaguely whenever you want to. You've got the tools. So my question for you is, what German secret will you say someone told you?